this is exciting for me. Every year we look forward to Spirit Halloween. Going to the stores is an experience. From when my son was, could barely walk, all the way to now where he's a teenager. It's just an event. Like for many of you guys, because Spirit Halloween, you see the themes, see everything all set up. And in recent years, we do the video walkthroughs at all the different stores, and we do the coverage of the new products coming out, and because there's so much coming out. And I've said before that this year it's been earlier than ever, all the stuff coming out. So what happened this week is almost inevitable when we look back now, because if you'll remember just a few weeks back, Spirit's marketing pretty much began when we at Halloween Daily News received a box, and some other people, some other chosen enthusiasts. I don't know why or how we were chosen, but I'm not complaining at all. They sent us a box, a sneak peek box, and it had a bunch of different items in it. And I did an unboxing here on YouTube, and you can check that out. And then some of our viewers helped me actually to decipher, some of the possible clues that were in that box. And it sent us to a website, a web address at Spirit's website, which is a countdown to July 15th. We don't know exactly what's going to happen that day. It's looking more and more like that's when the official reveals of new products are going to start. But we don't know exactly what's going to happen. But it's still counting down. Then last week we get a very brief teaser video put out, kind of making widely public that web address, essentially, and with some quick little stills of a few of this year's anticipated animatronics and props and so forth. And of course, I jumped right on YouTube as soon as that came out, and we did a special breakdown of that. So now we come to last night, and I'm putting together some of these clips and just some of these images and stuff that we're going to talk about on today's show. And at around 8 p.m., a little bit after 8 p.m., I got a notification that Spirit Halloween verified account had sent us a DM on Instagram. And so I opened it, and there was an image. It's a poster. And so, and so I started looking around and quickly saw that, once again, we were among the chosen few to get some of this, what is essentially viral marketing. And I am loving it. They are putting out these clues as to what's coming, and I am digging it. So here's the poster that we were sent. I've already put it on Instagram, and I'll zoom in as much as I can. This isn't a very high-res version that they sent, but I'll zoom in a little bit. But essentially, what it says, well, first of all, before we even get to what it says, there is the text and the layout, and if at immediate glance, this is laid out like a movie poster. It's clear, you got the credits down at the bottom, you got the laurels, you got the title treatment. It's a movie poster, and that's the style they're using, and that's extremely interesting to me, and I think to people following this, because what we have is a little bit more confirmation of a movie theme. Now, I don't know if this will be the main theme that Spirit's going for this whole season or what, but I do know that teaser that was released last Monday was presented exactly like a movie teaser, a brief, what I would call a teaser of a teaser, like a super brief tease of a trailer put out by a studio, but it was all done that way, and this is very much done that way as well. And let's see here. I'm gonna try to zoom this in just a little bit for you guys, so you can see a little bit better. Now, up top there, first thing you see, can't see him real clear, but that looks like a werewolf to me. That looks like a werewolf with some glowing eyes and some big teeth. And you look at the hands holding the words. That looks very similar to the hand. What I speculated might be a werewolf hand that was reaching out in one of the stills from the teaser video. Put all that together with the unboxing and items in the box. Put that together with the fact that inside that box, we got these full moon treats, werewolf bones candy, okay? And if you look close on that packaging right there, you can see that is blueprints of a werewolf, okay? And if you go to the URL, the web address on Spirit's website, it's spirit.com/thegraveyardshift. And if you go there, there is a countdown and there is the teaser video, and behind all of that, their background image is blueprints. Blueprints that match these blueprints. Okay, so putting all this together, it's pretty clear we're definitely getting this werewolf animatronic this year. You can even see a name on the website. It's Mr. Howe, so we know his name. All this is pointing to this is a werewolf animatronic that Spirit is really excited for this year. You know what I mean? They are like hyped for this. And here, let's go back over to that zoomed in version, and we'll go down just a little bit more. Yeah, there's the web address. Check that out after here. I've got links down below, affiliate links and so forth. But yeah, that image clearly looks to be our first, or yet another, I should say, tease of Mr. Howle, the new werewolf animatronic. And the fact that Spirit is so excited to show him off that they put those bones in that box. They've got him teased on the countdown page, and now on this poster. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how special he's going to be, but I'm super excited to see him in action and see exactly what he does. And so moving on with this poster breakdown. Let me see what you guys have. Yes, David says the movie poster goes with your popcorn. That's right. Yes, there was also popcorn. That's exactly right, David. There was popcorn, 2 popcorn boxes with Spirit brand microwavable popcorn included in the box. It looked like the popcorn boxes you would get maybe at a carnival or at a movie theater. And that, along with the movie themed teaser and now this poster, absolutely sets up a movie theme, which is very interesting because, Spirit always carries a couple officially licensed animatronics. They've done Myers and Sam and Krampus and a number of different ones over the years. Could this mean we're going to be getting more of those than normal? I don't know. Could it? I mean, I don't know. Could the ones that are their own originals be a little more, movie themed? I don't know. But I'm very curious with all this, and this is why I want you guys to talk about. David says, "I'm wolfing men." Yes, great Metallica track, one of the best. Ryan says the new animatronic werewolf mask, I've seen them. They look real as hell. Awesome. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the full reveal of this werewolf. If they're putting so excited to show it, I'm hoping it's a little more than just a generic werewolf. Like I think this is it won't be a universal license or anything. I think it's clearly a Spirit original, but I want to see what he does. Maybe maybe he's gonna be like 20 feet tall or something. Very interesting. All right. So, yeah, now let's scroll on down this poster just a little bit more. And yeah, you can see on here again, very much like a. Actually, I think I can make that a little bit bigger for you guys. Hang on. I don't know how well you can read it out there, but there's some very interesting clues and hints and just what I would call Easter eggs for spirit fanatics at the bottom of this poster. So right down there, where you would, of course, normally have the film credits. You know, the title is Spirit. It's interesting. Their award laurels. They've got Best Feature Film and Best Actress. I thought that was interesting, quite notable because Best Feature Film, uh, that's a given. But Best Actress, is that because we're going to be getting something like, I don't know, maybe a Carrie animatronic or something like that, something associated with a particular actress, um, maybe an actress who's renowned. And yeah, I don't even need to tell you how excited or insane it would be. I mean, I was just thinking about this the other night. Could you imagine? Could you let me get could you imagine if they put out a Laurie Strode animatronic this year? Like Laurie from '78 with the ripped shirt and I mean, come on. Come on. Yeah. Now, it wouldn't be Jamie Lee's likeness, I imagine, probably, but and again, I don't think they're doing that. I think that's like, in my dreams. But a Best Actress thing, it almost makes me want to go start cross referencing what iconic horror actresses, or horror films had Best Actresses in notable roles. Something to look into, and maybe you guys already have. Maybe some of you watching this already have deciphered this better than I have. I wouldn't be surprised if you have. Let me turn on. Let me look back over here. Ryan says, I'm going with my kid. Well, my teen now. She's 13. Ugh, dad life. Hey, man, my son's 14. I hear you. I hear you. My stepson's almost 21. So, yeah, I hear you on that dad life. He says, I'm watching this video later. There's some funny ass comments on here. I'll have to go back and check. I think I'm missing some of the funniest ones. Okay, let's get back into this poster breakdown. Right here down below in the credits, first thing you see, obviously, it says, if you can't read it, I'll read it for you. It says Spirit Halloween Presents, a sneak peek production. And this is Spirit's thing. Every year they do sneak peeks. And that's what they call all their reveals when they put little teaser videos up on their YouTube channel and things start going up for pre-order. And it's basically before the actual stores have opened, and some of the items are up for pre-order right away, and shipping later in the year. But that's the sneak peeks, and we're all on edge, and not really on edge, but on the edge of our seats with excitement for this year's sneak peeks to begin. It says in association with Crypt Keeper Studios. Now, pause on that for just a second. That could mean nothing, but my first reaction, of course, was Crypt Keeper. I hear Crypt Keeper, I think Tales from the Crypt. So I don't know. You guys tell me what you guys think, or what you've deciphered on your own. Has there been a Crypt Keeper animatronic released previously? Because Spirit has been kind of paying homage in some ways and noting some of their previous popular releases in the lead up and the build up to this year's release reveals. But again, I could totally see a badass Crypt Keeper animatronic released in 2021. There's nothing like that that I saw even hinted at in the box or in the teaser video. But just seeing this, I mean, again, maybe they just mean Crypt Keeper in general. I don't know. Maybe it has nothing to do with Tales from the Crypt. But wouldn't that be cool, though? A Crypt Keeper animatronic? I mean, good point. Ryan says Crypt Keeper has a werewolf in one of the episodes, one of those original. Very interesting. Maybe that could be it. Maybe an officially licensed werewolf from Tales from the Crypt, maybe? I don't know. That's quite interesting. Yeah, you guys tell me what you think, though. If that means the Crypt Keeper that I'm thinking, or just something else. Maybe there was an animatronic called Crypt Keeper a few years ago, because they do seem to reference back. And then the title of this production that they're giving it is The Graveyard Shift. That's what's in quotes. So again, my first guess, just being an English major and being in quotes, and I'm thinking what they want to bring attention. That's their overall title, so maybe that's the theme. So maybe, I mean, how does the Graveyard Shift and the movie theme come together? Maybe we're talking employees working late night at a movie theater at the Graveyard Shift. I don't know. I think I'm probably reaching on that. Maybe it's two separate themes. Sometimes the Spirit stores, they have a theme where, like, when you first walk into the store, there's everything kind of set up in a similar themed area, and then there's sometimes another theme further into the store. I think last year, I believe, or last year, the year before, they had it's like an underwater thing with sharks that would come up in a whole tunnel that you could walk into, and it felt like the sharks were coming up and trying to break the glass. I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna, where they're exactly going with that. But that's clearly, the Graveyard Shift ties back in with everything that we've gotten so far has referenced the Graveyard Shift in some way. So that seems to be a theme. A lot of people keep talking about the factory, the fact that it's, the blueprints. That teases a factory. That mentions a factory. Some of the other items we found in the box have the factory feel and the factory mention. So I don't know. Maybe we're going to have 3 different themes. Maybe they're going to tie them in some way. It's hard for me to. It's hard to know for sure at this point. And then just reading on, it says casting by the Skeleton Crew, which I thought was pretty neat. I don't know if there's a hidden meaning to that line. Music by Bone Daddy. And you guys can tell me either tonight or when you're watching this later, is Bone Daddy a reference to another animatronic? Kathleen says, I think Stephen King. Very interesting. Well, Stephen King with the Best Actress part, that's what I thought of too. Because didn't she win Best Actress, or was at least nominated if she didn't win, or Best Supporting Actress maybe? I know she was nominated for something. I can't recall if she won, but yeah, maybe that could be it. Maybe it could be Kathy Bates from Misery. Uh, that would actually be kind of cool. And you're right. Graveyard Shift. Good point, Chad. Stephen King has a book, Graveyard Shift. It was made into a movie. Very good. Very good, Chad. I like that. That ties in with Kathleen. David's asking if they really are making a movie called The Graveyard Shift. You know, it's possible. I didn't really consider that to be a possibility that they, but it is possible, really. I mean, they could be. I would think if they, rather than it being an actual movie, it'd be like some kind of promo that they would call that, and it would be a little bit longer than your typical 30, 60-second promo, maybe a 5-minute or 10-minute, something like that, maybe. But I like where Kathleen and Chad are going with the Stephen King tying in with his Graveyard Shift, maybe. I like that idea, though, and I did think with the Best Actress about Misery. That was one of the that and Carrie. I know just because Sissy Spacek is so such an award-winning nominated actress. And again, I can't recall right offhand if she's won the Oscar or not, but clearly I think, I mean, maybe it means nothing, but if it does, which all this stuff has really been tying in, so I feel like most of this stuff does mean something, some clues. Costume designer is listed as Evelyn Leach, which I guess they mean like evil in each, like the evil in each of us. Edited by Monster Regal. Where's that? Reigel, Reigel. You guys help me out with that one. Monster Reigel. You guys can Google that. I'm sure I'm missing the significance of that one. Maybe you guys can help me. And if you're watching this after the fact, then feel free to chime in the comments below and help us decipher this. Moving on, it says production designer is Killer Kroll, Kroll, Killer Kroll. Kroll. That again, I don't recognize that name from the last couple of years. A Killer Kroll, Kroll. That almost makes me feel like that might be the name of one of the new animatronics. I could almost see like kind of an evil baby crawling, or maybe somebody, a paraplegic of some sort, maybe something that crawls. I mean, that would be a little bit different. Maybe a free roaming crawler. That would be kind of cool. And it says produced by G Bones. Again, Graveyard Bones, I'm guessing, but I could be missing some significance on there. And then on the final line, it says directed by Jack Reaper. That is Spirit's mascot, Jack the Reaper. Co-executive producer W.E. Mole. Now, this one is pretty significant. If you've been following this, or even just following my own videos on this year's Spirit viral marketing, I'm going to call it, W.E. Mole, a clear reference to Wacky Mole. This is an animatronic that was released quite a few years back and was very popular when it was released, and there have been clues scattered throughout each of these last few weeks events that suggest that Wacky Mole is going to get a re-release in 2021. I think he was first released back in 2013, if I'm not mistaken. I'll put a correction in the description if I find out I'm wrong about that, but I think it's 2013 when he was first put out. And he was teased in our box with a mallet, which I will, I don't think you can see it very good on here. There you go. Up. Sorry, guys. There you go. I think he's a little bit out of focus, but a little bit dark. Sorry about that. But that is Wacky Mole's mallet. That is our pin set, limited edition pin set that came from Spirit Halloween in the mystery box. Taking them out of the plastic for the first time, so maybe you can get a little better look. There, I think you can see right there on your right. That's Wacky Mole's mallet. So that was the first little clue that Wacky Mole might be coming back this year. But then, in the teaser released last week, we got further confirmation because his kind of distinct eyes were glimpsed in one of the final frames. So, all but confirming Wacky Mole's back in 2021. I mean, I could say confirming, I'll wait until it's official, but I mean, clearly Spirit giving this much love to one of their older, kind of more popular with animatronic fans, one of their iconic releases that everybody remembers, and with a little bit of that each week. Yeah, I think it's definitely all but confirming that Wacky Mole is back again. And the final credit name listed on here is executive producer Uncle Charlie. And Uncle Charlie is another animatronic that was re-released last year after it was first released, I believe about 10 years prior, if I'm not mistaken. So, does that mean Uncle Charlie's coming back again this year for another round? It could be. It kind of feels like Spirit's doing a little more of their own stuff and less licensed, but again, with the whole thing being kind of movie themed, that suggests they're going to lean more heavily than ever into the movie theming. So I don't know, but that's the poster we got, and that's where we're at with it right now on that. I'm Matt Arts for Halloween Daily News. Thank you for watching.